So three goalkeepers scored from play into the opening 2 weekends of the National Hurling League, which is fairly crazy. Enda Rowland, his was a bit of a fluke in the first week against Wexford. I think he hit a long ball. Was it even a puck out? And just dropped into the net. Wexford goalkeeper Billy Nolan, he scored a point from his own 21 from open play. And Mark Fanning, huge wind in the game for Wexford against Clare. And he scored from his own 45, blasted it over the crossbar. And it's not like people weren't scoring from their own 65, so it's probably not that unusual. But yes, the elements play a part, but there's an evolution of goalkeepers going on here.
Massively, because obviously they're like, to put it in simple terms, they're the only unmarked player on the pitch. So try and get them more into the game. Is there any way we can get them more into the game? Particularly if teams start sitting back at all. If you're only playing 3 up on the forward line, well then that's 3 on 6.
Yeah.
3 on 7 now if you want to use your goalkeeper. So it does make an awful lot of sense. We've seen Stephen O'Keefe be very effective at it as well. He got a point in the Munster Championship 2 years ago. Yeah. So like it does make an awful lot of sense. You know, you talk about the sweeper keeper, even in like soccer, Manuel Neuer was probably one of the ones that kind of brought that into effect. And yeah, you love seeing hurling and even Gaelic taking something from other sports as well. But it does, like the goalkeepers, Owen Murphy, one of the best strikers of the ball in the country. Anthony Nash, the same. Mark Fanning would be hitting free. If he's an outfield player, he would be hitting free.
Well, you're probably not even going to be considered as a goalie unless you have a good puck of a ball. So
that's it,
comes with the territory.
And it's not just a long puck now anymore. It's they have to be able to hit different heights. They have to be able to hit different distances.
You have to hit pockets.
You know what I mean? So you're talking about a goalkeeper hitting a pocket. You just hit the pocket just over the crossbar.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, like now that you mentioned that, a couple of times, well, no, a lot of times with Matty Kenny when we were with Kula, what he'd do is he'd have, let's say, all the backs or midfielders, guys who might receive a puck out, probably the forwards in there too, stand out at the sideline. There'd be 2 poles, probably like 5 yards apart, 10 yards apart, and the goalkeepers would practice hitting it in between that those 2 poles as you were now to collect it. So goalkeepers are being trained to a level that, like, no outfield player is getting trained to do that.
Yeah. It's not a long puck competition anymore, and as a result, because more precision has come into it, they can now see. I'm sure Davey is thinking, Mark Fanning, can I get him on the ball a bit more? Can I get him? You know, and then they come out to the wings. You're always going to be able to drop someone back. I think it's very low risk actually in a lot of ways.
The only problem is if the keeper himself gets turned over, because if someone will drop behind the goalkeeper if he runs up the field, but they're probably not going to go all the way back into the goals. And if a forward gets the ball anywhere inside 45 yards, unlike Gaelic football, it's far easier to knock it straight into.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't. It's not the sort of thing that would happen too often. And usually, they'd only make a run if the play was leaning towards the other side or something like that.
Sure, didn't Alan Nolan score from play against Galway in the championship
there you
last
go,
year?
yeah.
And you see, I remember, was it that game or Wexford last year? He took a short puck out. It was worked along the 45 for Dublin's own 45, and eventually they worked it back to the keeper who played it up the field. So because teams are dropping back so far, like you were saying, 3 versus 7, that kind of thing, he does have to become more and more of a factor.
100%. Yeah. You try and hold ball a bit more. Then you can use the keeper to draw somebody else as well. You can use. It's like when teams would play a possession game and the cornerback would try and pass out the corner forward and draw a man. Now the keeper can do that.
Yeah.
You know, so it does make sense. If it's turned over, there's a fair chance of a goal, but I don't see it happening. Too often.
And I think it's going to happen. Like we saw Owen Murphy standing in this is in the All-Ireland quarter-final against Cork. He was kind of standing out, taking up a position to stop Cork hitting into a pocket. So he was coming out 20-30 yards from his own goal. So I think that's going to evolve more and more. Like risk reward.
It's great though, because like 20 years ago, you know, you poked the ball out as far as you could and you tried to stop a few bullets. That was it basically. And it just shows you, I love how the game evolves and things evolve. Now you need like one of your best players, one of your 3 to 4 best players has to be your keeper, and he has to be able to do a lot of things. He has to be able to do precision puck outs, he has to be able to do distance, has to have distance on his puck outs, he probably has to be able to hit frees and very accurately, he has to be an outlet, he has to be able to hit off left and right equally good. You know, you can't just have a goalie hitting off his right hand side anymore, because teams will go after that. So I think it's great. It's a great kind of evolution of the game.
And let us know if you see any other evolutions coming. Thanks for watching Our Game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.